Stephen Hawking was born on January 8, 1942, in Oxford, England, exactly 300 years after the death of Galileo Galilei. He grew up in a highly intellectual household. His father was a medical researcher, and books and academic discussion were central to family life. As a child, Hawking was curious but not considered a standout student. His classmates nicknamed him Einstein, partly as a joke, partly because of his obvious curiosity. He developed an early fascination with how the universe works. 1959, entered the University of Oxford at age 17. Studied physics, graduating with first-class honors. 1962, began graduate studies at Cambridge University, focusing on cosmology. Diagnosis and early struggles, 1963. At just 21 years old, Hawking was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a progressive motor neuron disease. Doctors told him he had 2 to 3 years to live. The diagnosis caused deep depression, but it also reshaped his priorities. He later said that realizing his time might be short gave him the motivation to focus intensely on physics and research. Remarkably, Hawking far outlived expectations, continuing to work for more than 5 decades. Scientific breakthroughs, 1966–1980s. Singularity theorems. Working with mathematician Roger Penrose, Hawking proved that Einstein's theory of general relativity implies the universe began with a singularity, what we now call the Big Bang. This work transformed modern cosmology and firmly established Hawking as a leading thinker. Black hole discoveries. Hawking made several revolutionary contributions. Black holes are not completely black. They emit radiation due to quantum effects near the event horizon. This phenomenon is now known as Hawking radiation. This discovery connected quantum mechanics, general relativity, thermodynamics. It remains one of the most important theoretical results in modern physics. Lucasian Professor of Mathematics, 1979–2009. In 1979, Hawking became Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at Cambridge, the same position once held by Isaac Newton. Despite his worsening physical condition, he continued publishing influential papers, supervised graduate students, spoke at conferences around the world. By the mid-1980s, he had lost almost all ability to speak and began using a computer-based speech synthesizer, which later became part of his public identity. Global fame.